What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. I'm super excited because today's video we're finally going to be doing what everybody's been wanting, and that is taking this fully bolt-on Camaro back to the dyno. That is right, guys. We are finally going back to the dyno with our 2019 Camaro SS since we did all of the modifications. Now let's go ahead and give you guys a little run back of what this car made stock and what modifications we have done since. So bone stock, this car made 412 horsepower and 419 pound-feet of torque to the wheels in 7th gear, which is the 1-to-1 gear in the 10-speed transmissions. Now that was completely bone stock, and since then we've added quite a few things. So let's get here under the engine and show you guys what we have added. So as you'll see, we've got our Rotofab dry intake filter, we've got our 95mm ported throttle body, ZR1 throttle body with the adapter to fit on our MSD ported by Pearland intake manifold. We also have our long tube headers from Speed Engineering 1 7/8 with no cats and the full X pipe to the stock axleback. So that, and of course E85 flex fuel. So this car is on E85. So we've got the main basic bolt-ons that you want to do to any of these cars, and that is E85 headers, intake, and then a tune, of course. This car does have both engine and transmission tune. And bone stock, again, it put down 412 horsepower and 419 pound-feet of torque. This was in the summer, so let's see just how much those gains are. Now, in terms of quarter-mile trap times, this car, bone stock, ran a 12.2 at 114 miles an hour, and with all these modifications now, the fastest it's gone is an 11.2 at 125 miles an hour. So it's picked up almost 11 miles an hour and a full second using these bolt-on mods. So I'm very excited. So let's go ahead and get to the shop. We're going to be going to Excessive Racing Engines, very local here to me. They have really great shop there, and it's going to be an apples to apples dyno comparison. Maybe not the same weather comparisons, but it's going to be on the same dyno, so we will be able to see a true difference of what these modifications can make. Alright, guys, we're at Excessive Racing Engines again and getting it down right, tightened up. My guess, about 475. Put your comments down below and let me know what you guys think. It is really nice weather, cool, dry air. I'm thinking 475. Comment down below what you guys think. There you go, guys. 477, 482 right there. So I was pretty close. Well, guys, there you have it. The Camaro did 477 and 482. That is right around what I expected. You know, these things, they're not gonna make magic horsepower, you know, things like that. So we're right on par. Almost 480, both horsepower and torque. That is impressive. I'm excited. That's really good, and we're only gonna go from here. So we'll see what it does once we get some more mods into it. Well, guys, there you have it. car made 477 and 482 pound-feet of torque. So 477 horsepower and 482 pound-feet of torque. That is very impressive for just the small mods it has. So it basically gained almost 65 horsepower. So that's pretty impressive gains for just E85 headers, manifold, and the tube. I'm excited. I can't wait for the next step in this build, and that might be coming to you guys here sooner rather than later, so stick around. Well guys, there you have it. Finally got this car on the dyno, and I'll put up the dyno chart here on the screen and talk about it. And man guys, 477 horsepower, 482 torque. That is the new numbers compared to before, where we had 412 horsepower and 419 torque. And if you look at the points that they have here, this would be around 3,000 RPM, and it gained almost 45 horsepower and almost 55 pound-feet of torque right in the mid-range, which is huge. But if you keep going to the end, towards the very end of the run, you'll see how much of a difference, I mean, the gains between there are so substantial. I mean, horsepower wise, you're looking at maybe 477, where your horsepower before was barely getting to maybe 400, 412. So that's 65 horsepower difference from 4,000 RPM and on. That's huge difference, and that's why we're seeing the times we're seeing at the track, guys. And again, very simple. All we have is headers, intake, manifold, and E85. Really, that's all the car has. Very, very strong, very, very awesome mods. But guys, now that we know where we're at, it's time to go up. It's time to go up again, and hopefully here in the near future, next month or so, we will decide on what we're going to be doing with the Camaro. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I'm probably going to keep this, want to keep it NA, don't want to be doing boost just because the motor is not that great of anything over 600. Plus, if it's already running low 11s, almost knocking the door on 10s with just 477 horsepower, imagine if you do something like heads and cam and, you know, increase and get up to about 520 horsepower, maybe, possibly. We're looking at mid 10-second car right here, and fairly reliable. So we'll see what we do, but for now guys, the video that you guys always wanted, the dyno video, finally here, and I hope you guys are like the results. I'm very ecstatic about the results. That's kind of what I was expecting. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Is that number too low, or is that number high? What do you guys think? 65 horsepower difference is what you can get out of headers, E85, ported manifold intake, throttle body, and Rotofab intake. And with that said guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.